Alright, camera scared me first. Like, I thought it says no SIM card, and I was like, there's no way. But it's recording. It says it is, so one can hope. We're actually going to do some shoulder press today. Everything's charged, so we're not going to have to worry about anything like that. We don't have work later, so there's no time restraint. We're at 185, still kind of just working on the weight up. I'm probably going to go at least 225, maybe even after this, probably 205 after this actually. Slowly warming up the shoulders. I usually rush it and get problems, so we're not going to do that today. But I would say I'm probably doing a bit more narrow grip than what most people would do. Probably right inside shoulder width. It just feels more comfortable for me. But we're probably just going to do like 2, maybe 3-ish reps, see how it feels, and go from there. Unracking is just the worst part, so after that we're good. We're just going to go slow too. I got to look at the camera, make sure this is depth. Oh yeah, we're good. Alright. We're going to go 205. Just someone I know. But we're going to go 205. Throw on the little wrist straps. I got to find some pens first. We're going to throw on some wrist straps. Slightly hurt. But that's what that's going to help with. So yeah, 205. Maybe 225 after this. I do want to hit some sets of like 5 to 8. I'd say it's a range I want to hit today for these. Though I always go everywhere with these, because last week I did dumbbell, and it did take a few sets, I'm not gonna lie, until I started really getting it down. But once I got it down, those sets were insane. God, I have so many wrist straps. Some of them don't even go together. I gotta find the right ones. All right, there's one. There's 2. And by the time we get these on too, we should be good just for another warm up-ish set. Still definitely going to be heavy, but we're just going to see how it feels. Get these a little higher. There we go. All right. I might actually go a bit wider. Like as I should, but I think that'll actually feel a bit better. At least the lower we get. I don't like stopping right at 90. I like going just a bit lower. I don't need to hit my collarbone every time, but I do want to hit a bit more than depth. All right, let's go. Let's see. 1 to 2 reps. This is where the debate happens. I felt like I definitely I felt like 5 to 6 on that. So this would be the weight I should probably keep. Yeah. You know what, actually? We're going to go down to 185 again. Ego, I'm not going to lie. We almost threw on 205 or 225. But I want to get, like I said, 5 to 8 with proper emphasis on shoulders. I don't want to just be throwing something up, turning it into some like weird incline variant, you know? Especially since I got incline tomorrow. So I do want to make this a lot more shoulder focused. And realistically, I'm gonna go a lot slower on the lefts too. So that'll change a lot of how this moves. Like I said, 5 to 8, I think that's easily feasible. We might even get like 10 or something. At least for the first set. I know the first one's gonna tire me out, and then, you know, we'll probably be in the right rep range then. I need to get this stuff out of the way so I'm not kicking it everywhere. Definitely forgot the Wi-Fi here doesn't work, so I gotta get off of it. There we go. Oh yeah, also a little up. What the? That just, what? I just heard a text then. I think the last one I had was like 10 minutes ago. So it's just been loading since. All right, that's cool. But, oh yeah, update. iPhone still, I don't even think it's shipped which I'm a bit upset about. I really do want it. I want to be filming a lot more, posting a lot more realistically on the other socials. Even if I don't know what it is, I'll figure it out. You know, with the physique going as it is, we'll keep going. You know, you keep posting more of that, and then when we get contest ready, that's when you just spam everything. Let's get our first set in. Come on. All right. This is going to be a good one. Let's go. Up. A bit wider. Ooh. I told you these were going to get me. Is this on? Okay. I couldn't even tell. I thought I was about to fall on my head. I think that was around the... I know it was more than 5, so we are good there. But I was right. I knew once we took it slower, it was going to change a lot. I am actually going to change the grip on it again. I am going to go narrower on purpose for this next set. Or more narrow, I guess is the right way to say that. But I felt it. Yeah, thank God we didn't go up to 225. That would have been like 2 reps of me just, again, turning it into an incline, which would have made it a little something special. Ooh. Not a bad start. Trying to think, do I want to do laterals next? I feel like I want to hit another shoulder, for sure. I feel like we get those going now, and then do more arms, or do arms. I think that's the move. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna be honest. My shoulders are fatigued. I didn't feel it until just now when I put them down. Yeah, I was actually almost contemplating doing the arms first, but like literally just thinking about it, man, it does everything. And then another set of shoulders, at least like I said, some side laterals are gonna make, I think, a better impact for the rest of our workout. Also, if you can't tell by the way we're talking and stuff, we're getting a bit better, you know, a bit more mental clarity, I guess we could say. So that's something. Still a little down, but it takes time. We'll get back to it. Let's hit this set first. All right, come on. Closer and ooh, that was all right. Yep, floor's it. Oh, crap. Narrow definitely took me by surprise. Felt a lot heavier. That was crazy, at least for this set. I think I'm gonna throw the 25s back on after, but I'm gonna do a little drop set with 135 as well. Get in like a little extra 5 or so reps. Not super crazy quick or anything. We're not even gonna like re-strap up. We're just gonna line our hands up. Like I said, just maybe like a quick 5 or so. Or not quick, y'all know what I meant. I like that. I think, yeah, we're probably gonna throw the 25s back on. But I want to do some more shoulders. I gotta think about it. I am feeling laterals. I think I might do the bench supported. I feel like those are calling my name right now. Probably with some front raises. A little nice superset there, and then we can get to the other portion of arms. Yeah, let's keep the good energy rolling and move into more shoulders. Let me get a good angle for this. I might wipe the camera too. I'm not sure if there's smudges or anything, but I thought I saw a little glare. Maybe it's side one. Oh yeah, let's turn this in as well. I definitely just kicked my weight. Alright, a few adjustments. Now we're good. I'm just doing 20s for these, honestly. But they do feel good. I did a few test reps, and with some front raises, we're gonna use the same weight, but super slow and controlled. Leading with the elbows on the way up for these, and you can even kind of bring them back and up. You really want to, I don't know, just kind of not think about the elbows, but have it still work that way, if that makes any sense. Also thinking more about leaning into it versus arching into it. I know at the beginning I was arching into it, but we just made the adjustment and they feel much better. I'm contemplating, do I just sit right here too and do the front raises? Get a little lean on those? I think yes. I didn't even think about this until now. We are really squeezing the handles too. Our thumb is with the rest of our fingers, if y'all see that. We aren't fully gripping around. But we were really squeezing the bar to kind of just get a better, I don't know, I feel like I get a better contraction with them. Maybe that's science lifter stuff, where they'll like grip a D handle really hard, but just do the movement with something else. I guess it's kind of like that, except we're actually doing it with the weight instead of a different angle. Like we're not I guess their version would be having wrist wraps lock into the weight, but squeezing a D handle. We're just gonna do dumbbells. I feel a lot better with those. Honestly, I've always liked dumbbell lateral raises more than regular cables. I do like the seated machine. Y'all know that I am loving that as of recent. But I think dumbbells for these are better than cable. That's just me. All right. I just always get a better feel. Like right now, my shoulder's good. This is literally exactly how I like imagine the pump would be so far before going into arms after this. So this is a good change of pace. Like I said too, we're being more positive today. I can't say much has changed, but we're gonna keep with the more happy aspect. Again, thinking more about leaning into the bench versus arching it. I'm trying to take these as slow as we can, which isn't that slow anymore. If it helps too, you can also imagine like you're doing the machine, so you can just kind of keep your arms like this and kind of shoot with your elbows. Just pretend these are the handles. All right. We're not even gonna stand up or anything. We're gonna stay down. But we just gotta remember we started with our right side. Which I can't tell you how many times I usually forget which side I start with. It's funny too, editing the video yesterday, I realized I made a little hiccup. I was like, and then we'll work out or film Saturday and Sunday. Definitely meant to say Friday or Saturday. We do not work out on Sundays. I don't ever. That's oddly enough like our busiest day. And there really is no time for it on that day. So I think it's just easier to take it as is and not work out that day. It's my rest day, quote unquote. I feel like there's something else. Oh yeah, tomorrow is the last day to enter, so be sure, y'all, to enter. Free giveaway on the giveaway video. Why not? I feel like there was one other thing and I really can't think about it. And it was from that video. I can't think about that. maybe it was talking about posing. I think I might do a little video today, post it on Insta and stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's got to piece together first. I'm still kind of working on it in between sets when I'm not filming. I got like probably half of it ready. It's just the ending part I need to nail and finish. Oh, it's the physique update. That's what it was. Thinking about that. We're gonna have to see how that goes. Because it does depend which room is open. Because they do have two different, I guess we'll call them classrooms, group fitness rooms. One I could probably get away with stripping, the other I cannot. So we might have to figure something out. Let's do these. Shoulders are insane right now. Do you have a wife beater under? I'm already contemplating pulling this over shirt off, a little pump cover off. Okay. I know, what was that, set 3? I'm doing at least 2 more, maybe 3. I might hit 6 sets of this. But we are going to transition to triceps. Typically, we're probably going to go do our little push downs. I'm trying to see if I want to do a superset with this, or just one, or a tricep and a bicep. Things to consider. See what I decide. It's going to be a shocker to y'all. But I actually chose to do rope extensions. I thought about it. I was gonna do straight bar. I'll be honest. I almost did straight bar, but I thought about it on my last set of shoulders. I was like straight. I was like straight rope wise, kind of like hammer grip, and I just felt the hammer grip more. So I was like, we gotta lock in with that. We're pulling everything back, and like I always say, only thing that's moving is the hinge for our elbows. Everything else we lock in place. And the only thing we change is the hand position, whether we put more palms down. It's hard to explain. I'll explain it after this set so I can show you the hands, just to get the most out of this movement. I guess we would just say, just to get the best flex and press. And so we just feel what we're targeting. And we actually did decide to superset this with a bicep. No. Okay, now we got it. I know I had at least like one more something. We are doing solos for that at least. Kind of just to get away from the dumbbell. Going real light. Honestly, we only got like 20 pounds on this. It was a good middle ground. I looked at 25 and it moved, but like I felt like I could just get a better feel with 20. Same thing too. The only thing we move is just the hinge for our elbow. And I guess the number to go for is 10. I'm just gonna try it without holding on the other side, so I wasn't just blocking everything. But I have to. And now we can show the tricep stuff I was talking about though. When you're at the top though, the only thing you're gonna change is how much, well, this is actually, I'm gonna put the camera down so I could actually demonstrate it. But as you go down, it's whether your wrists stay like this or you rotate them out a bit and down a bit more. So if that makes sense, we're gonna go down and slowly rotate them into a straighter motion. You can see with the tricep too, straight down, out, down, out. I know I'm pale as shit, but there was a little faint change in how high the indentation was. So that's what we're doing, or that's why we're also doing this. Also, we're not worried with moving the whole stack right now, so that works in our favor. Yeah, I think I got a text too. Maybe it's an ad? Yeah. Huh. A little preview or something. I'll wait. I'm not going to just sit here and talk, or not talk, because I'm looking on my phone. So, with that being said, we're going to go into our next set. Again, of course, lock in. Actually, I might go this way so you can probably see a bit more. I don't know. I'm really just hoping that this time I am able to get that tricep push down machine that I wanted last time and couldn't get. I really want to do it. I'm going to do a little stop and go for this one. Get a few more reps out of it. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, they might cramp in a second. But no, I really do want that tricep thing. We will end it on that if that's the case. Or not if that's the case. We will end on a tricep. Got to get that angle. There it is. Don't be afraid to play around with the angles, lean back, forward, tilt your wrist. You gotta attack it. And sometimes your body's just so used to one movement. The second you just change one slight thing, it hits that much better. Then you do that for a week or two. Go back and forth, change the angles. Keep shocking. And growing, hopefully. I keep forgetting. I want to measure my arms, but I always forget to. I feel like they've grown, but I feel like I need to measure to be sure. I'm be completely honest. I have no idea what number I'm at. I am kind of going by feel, which is definitely not the way to go when you isolate. I think it was the same number. I think I hit 9 on the first one. It was 9 or 10. I know that. The second arm, have no clue. I don't even know what I'm listening to right now. This is better. A little wheezy for our shoulders and arm day. Feeling good right now. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a unit. Got a little pump going right now. Like I said, I do already want to take the cover off, but we are still fat. And I have discovered you can kind of, I guess, see the abs, not really. The very faint, frail outline is there, but the lower belly fat definitely takes away from it. I'm gonna put this back some again. Let me get a better angle on it. I was probably leaning this way. That works. Maybe I should angle it just a tad bit down to hit more of the arm. I think that'll be good. That should work. So y'all can push straight down and then pull it back to you too. There are different ways you can do a tricep extension, or just extension or push down. There's no one way, so try a bunch. And again, just change it up consistently. Ooh. And again, that could be as easy as transitioning. I want to do another stop and go from rope to cable, or a single D handle. As I said, there's 100 variants of everything. And you never know if you don't try. So the amount of stuff, just new movement wise, I've tried since changing off of powerlifting completely is insane. And the amount that it's worked is about 90% of it. it does just depend on what your goals are. So that's also why I say try different things. Not everyone wants to be a bodybuilder. Not everyone wants to be a powerlifter. Not everyone wants to do functional training. So we just really had to keep track of numbers this time. We actually got the right number. Okay, I gotta think of what I want to do next. Like, do I keep with the triceps or do I strictly go biceps? Maybe a tricep. Kind of feeling like we can get a little bit more out of it, squeeze a little more before we're going back to biceps. Like, some biceps feel great. They feel voluptuous. It's not a bad angle. You can kind of see some separation from me being heavier. I gotta see what I decide still, but I'm hitting 2 more, if not 3 more sets of this to get our 5 to 6 in. So give me a second, and let's see what we whip up. All right, so we're actually gonna do kneeling overhead rope press, kind of more of a wide elbows out instead of straight back. You'll see in a second. But we're actually supersetting it with some shoulders. So, like I said, more elbows out versus in by my head. Just to change up the stretch and flex. I definitely underestimated myself. I did some test reps and I thought like 10 pounds heavier would have really changed a lot. Or after a set, I feel like it would have been a lot heavier. So I went 10 pounds lighter. I definitely should have kept it at where it was at. I mean, I do feel it, but it's like, we definitely need more weight. So I am gonna up it. I'm up at 5. I'm gonna do a nice little middle ground. And then we are supersetting, like I said, with shoulders. Just some, we're gonna change the grip up. Just some pulls. If you wanna lean over a bit, you can hit some low angle face pulls, which actually we might do. You can lean forward, straight up, and lean back. That's how we're gonna change it up. So this first one we actually will lean more forward. Pulling more towards like our chin, I'd say, instead of like our eyes. I feel like the chin for me is my sweet spot at this angle. Ooh. That's a good feeling. This was also last minute. I was like, all right, let's do a shoulder. Kind of debating. I almost did high face pulls, but those are hit or miss with me. So we threw that on, a couple test reps. We really did straight up though and leaning back for the test reps. So I'm actually glad I did the leaning forward. It's a good angle. We're gonna have to see how these triceps go though. It is a good film. First little test set was a good one. It's like an overall tricep burn that we're getting. They feel very full right now. So we're doing something right. But let's get the angle, push this back a little bit. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna be in this. All right, I'll back up a little bit. I can do that. I got the room. Perfect. We do again want to lock everything in, but just like the hinge part, I guess, the joint. Because if so, like, we don't want our shoulders flailing around everywhere. We want that stuck in one position, so we can just think about the triceps. Alright, I like that set. That's too high. We're gonna do straight up for these ones. There we go. More shoulder width for this instead of close grip. A lot closer to the actual cable itself too. I feel like I need to crack my wrist, but I can't right now. Oh. We are dead, to say the least. We are posing today, and I have a good feeling it's going to be a good outing for that. I feel like we got a little bit popping, so happy with that. I feel like, oh yeah. We'll most likely clip this one here. Try and fit some more actual bicep and stuff in. We do want to fit in the final push down, so we're at least doing probably at least 4 more sets to kind of hit every angle twice. Yeah, we're gonna go biceps. Might be in a rack. I'm not sure yet. I like the straight bar curls right now. It's with 45, so might be there. Might be something else. I'm not even sure yet. I'm pretty sure. It'll probably be in a rack. All right, let's go. Told you we'd be in the trot rack. We are definitely doing curls too. Not even a crazy amount of weight. I don't know. I like the wide angle. I like the feel and the weight of the actual bar. And we might actually, I'm gonna throw in some like overhead press with this as well. Just same way. I'm not gonna get complicated and change it every 5 seconds. But just so y'all know, just to get a little bit extra on the triceps before we do the push downs, which I am looking forward to. Those other sets though, the last exercise, or superset, part of the reason we're going super light, my shoulders are like toast. Really like thinking about just keeping our elbows just in. You can lean back a little too. I am for sure. Not for momentum, but I'm leaning back before I even do anything and then slowly going up. I might need some momentum in a second though. Okay. And real quick, we're just gonna actually, I'm gonna get a bit closer grip. Yes, it's light. I'm not even counting this one as an exercise we're hitting for triceps. I'm just keeping them warm, we could say. I guess the best way I can tell y'all to do those two, or think about doing them, is just like imagine standing skull crushers. Again, you want to lock it in, but you want to get it just behind your head. Again, I've like just 100 times this video. Like just lock your shoulders, set area, set position, and just hinge at the elbow. I don't know, the hinge might not even be the right word. I don't know. Bend. I guess we'll just say bend instead of hinge. Even though that's really the only place you can bend there. But that's the best way, just like standing skull crusher. I think that works. I'm not gonna lie, we're only gonna do those like every other set. I don't want them fatigued to where I can't do the push downs after this. Because that's probably the last thing we actually have. Biceps are feeling real good. I might actually throw a preacher or something in there, maybe an actual hammer curl. Haven't really been doing those. Get a little mass on the good old biceps. Other than that, yeah, it's just this. Maybe those. We already did shoulders. To be honest with you, I'll do shoulders just about every day. I just go back and forth between front and side delts and rear and traps. So just because we only did like 3-4 exercises for that today, doesn't mean they're not getting hit. Like I'm telling you, we do them every day. The only days we probably don't are Saturday, Sunday, because of time or just not doing anything. We're gonna clip this here. I'm getting a call from Mom, so I'm just gonna catch you over there to end it and finish the rest of this workout. Well, we got it for one. Also, I did not realize this was on manual exposure the entire time. So that might have been part of the reason I was seeing some glares and stuff. It wasn't, it's called like intelligent mode, I guess, or something, intelligent auto, something. But obviously, as you can probably guess by the name, it makes all the adjustments for me. Just what it thinks everything should be at. So I did not realize I was not in that the entire time. Luckily, I don't think anything looked bad, so we should be good. But like I said, we got the machine. A few things that I do that I like to help me get the most from this machine, in my opinion, is that this seat does slant back. If you have like this exact machine, you'll know what I'm talking about. I do not lean back into it. I sit straight. Like this would be me leaning into it. I sit straight down, 90-degree angle. I treat it like a dip. So we want to keep upright the entire time to, well, mitigate the chest being used in it, and really just hit triceps. Shoulders will get targeted at a certain point, but on top of that, with the handles on top, I don't grip it sideways. You can. I change it up here and there, but I hold it from the top, and I just push through the palm, the bottom of my palm, to really just get the most, again, out of my tricep. Like I said, you can easily do the neutral grips on it. By all means, I like the front grip for it. I guess it would be like if I was holding a barbell in front of me. I prefer that. Like I said, time to time, I just switch it up. Might even try set sideways now. I definitely just move this machine. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Nope. Never mind. And so if you want to take a step higher, you don't even have to sit on the seat. You can just sit up a bit higher. Bring your hips up or out, I guess, away from the bench more, and get more push down that way. I've probably said it also 100 times on this channel. That's how Victor Martinez said he would do them. That's how I learned these. And I do think they're a great movement. The pump you get is just nasty. I mean nasty. To be honest, I've done 2 sets before this, so that was actually my 4th. We got one more, and then I gotta see if the right room is open. I think it is. I don't think they do classes or anything like that on Thursdays, so we should be good. And I can do the little update and just work on my posing. But if we don't do the update today, which I do think we will, I will say that, I'll start the video with it, film that tomorrow morning, and then either film tomorrow's workout or film Saturday. Either way, we'll get one out this week. Because they're like, there's no way between 3 days the room will be taken up the entire time. But like I said, I think it's open now, so we should be good. I was gonna say the lights aren't on, but they always keep it dark, so I cannot really tell you. I'm trying to see if I can see the door. I cannot. But we only got one set left anyways. Again, just lean out. And I also recommend doing these as a finisher. I like ending all stuff with a more mass movement, including, these push downs. I think it's just a good burner to really cap off. Okay. Triceps and call it a good arm day. Now that we're done with that, let's see how we look. All right, so we're back at the crib. It's obviously later. It's not even that it's been super long. I went, well, obviously since we're not in the room, it was taken. Apparently they have a bar class at, what's today, Thursday, at 4:30. I did about 40 minutes of posing and 15 minutes on the treadmill because I did have sort of a time frame, not really, but kind of, at least for that part, and I'm still going. So, for one, impressed by those women because that's a hell of a class. I gotta say, to be doing it for that long at least. But two, we'll get it tomorrow or Saturday. If I don't get it right in the beginning tomorrow for chest and back, then I'll definitely just wake up a bit earlier Saturday, even though that one will be a quicker workout. I can still be up at the same time and even just turn like a bathroom light on or something like that, kind of show it there. Or just rush it in the beginning of that. So we'll fit it in. I promise y'all. Don't worry about that. And just keep growing. But I was happy with today. Shoulders and arms are totally just out of it. All right, and I actually started seeing nicely the not from the top down, but from the bottom up, I guess you call it, that part of the bicep vein coming up. So I'm happy with that. I will take that. Not a vascular person naturally, so well, at a heavier weight. I guess at a lighter weight, everyone would be vascular just because there's no fat. But even then, I have thicker skin, so the veins don't always pop until I'm like super, super lean. So if we're starting to get a bicep vein, I'm going to take it. Same with the quad veins. Same with any vein. All right, I'm just being real. They look cool. But also I had to go to the grocery store. There's a bunch of groceries on the table. I'm going to have to put them away at some point, probably right after this. But then I got to eat, drink my aminos, creatine, HMB, and eat again. And then sleep for tomorrow because we have to get up bright and early. God, my nose is itchy, sorry. Ooh. But again, tomorrow is the last day to enter the giveaway, so I can't stress enough how much, if like you're seeing this video right now, quickly go ahead. Like Friday going into Saturday, like it's not just gonna be like, oh, 3 p.m. and stuff. It's like the totality of Friday where I live, which is the East Coast, so Eastern Standard Time. Once it turns Saturday, that's when the giveaway ends. So just go ahead and enter. All right, but I greatly appreciate everything. Like I said, we're going to get you with a physique update next video. We're going to start it off with that and then get in another killer workout. So stay along. Let's see how I look. And I'll catch you in the next one. We're probably going to push at least some decent weight because, I don't know, I feel like doing something good. All right, we'll see you then. Peace.